In this episode of the Business of E-commerce, I talk about mixed vendor dropshipping. This is the Business of E-commerce, episode 142. Welcome to the Business of E-commerce, the show that helps e-commerce retailers start, launch, and grow their e-commerce business. I'm your host, Charles Pulaski, and I'm here today to talk about mixed vendor dropshipping. What we'll cover in this episode is how to use mixed vendor dropshipping to beat out your competition in both product selection and price at the same time. So let's get into it. Today's episode is sponsored by Drip. Drip is the world's first e-commerce CRM and a tool that I personally use for email marketing and automation. Now, if you're ever in an e-commerce store, you need to give Drip a try, and here's why. Drip offers one-click integrations for both Shopify and Magento. There's robust segmentation, personalization, and revenue dashboards to give you an overview of how your automation emails are performing. One of my favorite features of Drip is the visual workflow builder. It gives you a super easy way to build out your automation rules visually and see the entire process. It lets you get started quickly, but also build very complex automation rules. It's powerful, but also easy to learn, unlike a lot of email tools that offer the same type of automation. To get a demo of Drip today, you can go head over to drip.com/BOE. That's drip.com/BOE. Now, onto the show. Often, when I'm talking to retailers, they kind of go one of two ways when it comes to dropshipping. They're either working with very large established distributors that have a large breadth of products, or they're working with smaller mom and pop type manufacturers, even just very, very small run type manufacturers. And that's kind of their decision on how to source products, right? And often it's either one or the other, A or B. Mixed vendor dropshipping is where you take the best of both worlds and combine them. So what you have here is, and I've seen some retailers do this very successfully, they work with large distributors. They're able to get a large breadth of products, right? So some of these large distributors can have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of products. So it allows them to scale up very horizontally. And everything in their niche, they can go very wide, have a lot of auxiliary type products, right? So ways to kind of mark up their products, cross-sells, upsells, that sort of thing. So that works very well with larger distributors. But when you start combining that with smaller manufacturers, and this is kind of the trick, you can find very rare products that maybe distributors don't yet carry, don't yet know about, not everyone has on their site. And also, sometimes you're able to then negotiate better on price. With larger distributor, there's a good chance, unless you're doing any sort of real large volume, you really can't go in and negotiate that high with them. But if you go with some real small manufacturers, you might be able to get a lot better price. And even if you have a distributor kind of in the mix, you can cut out the middlemen on some of these products and go right to the manufacturer, talk to them, so you can get your breadth of products from the distributor, but then go deep on a very small subset of those products. So on those, you can get better prices and also products that just maybe yet haven't made it to the distributor. When you're a retailer and you blend both these on your site, what that gives you is these unique products you can kind of hook in users with, right? You can put them in your ads. Not everyone has seen them. So if you're targeting Facebook ads, for example, social ads, someone's going to see a product in your niche that has never been, they've never seen before. So you're able to pull them into the site, get them to add to carts, start checking things out. But then from there, your cross-sells, upsells, just other products you can combine to that, you can then add into that cart, so you get a higher checkout value as well, average cart value. So it allows you to use the best of both worlds to get the product selection and have all the accessories and that sort of thing. So example, if they're working with electronics, you can get some unique piece of electronics, but also add the USB cables in, that sort of thing. So it gives you that really great combination that you don't get just by going direct to the smaller vendors or direct to the larger ones. Combining them really is this powerful tool. And I don't see retailers doing this often enough. I think a lot of folks just kind of pick a way of doing this and go with it. But every time I see someone combining this, it's super powerful. And I think it's really one of those little tricks that it's a very small mindset shift. But if you can, it really helps to move the needle. So I hope that helps. If it does, feel free to write a comment, rate, review, It's always super appreciated. Until next week, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.